YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we get down here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so today I am super excited to tap in to a new release that has a legendary existence in the world, particularly Fragcom, and just really excited to get my hands on this and see what it is all about. So the Acqua di Gio line is, I mean, who doesn't know about it? Who doesn't have a bottle? Who hasn't experienced it? Quite a few people in this space have. But for me, I've been a little bit, I haven't been as interested in it in its last couple of releases, but I am interested in this one. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the brand new Acqua di Gio Elixir. I don't know how I feel about the name. I don't know, maybe because of my ties to the fragrance and my respect that I have for the fragrance. I mean, I've been wearing Acqua di Gio since I was in high school. I'm telling my age a little bit, man, but I've been out of high school for quite some time. All right, so today I have a sample here from my dear friend Miss Heather. I went to see my friend and she has some goodies for me, man. So we have a sample here, and really looking forward to tapping in. And y'all know where I'm at. I'm not blind buying much of anything these days, so if I can get a sample and see for myself, then that's what we're going to do. All right, so is this full bottle worthy, or is a sample going to be more than enough? I haven't smelled it, I haven't experienced it, I don't know where we're going with it off of skin, but we're about to find out. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in. Acqua di Gio, the Elixir. Super excited to see where this is going. So here's my dealer sample from my friend Heather. Not too much to see there, but just showing y'all this is the sample, and this has the Elixir in it. I wonder why they went with the Elixir. Why? Was there anything else they could have called it? Anything else? I don't know. I'm assuming they could. These are always tough to. All right, there we go. 2 sprays. Let's get one in the air. Ooh, very bold reminder of Acqua di Gio DNA. In the air, I'm getting this kind of violet leaf representation, and I am not the biggest fan of violet leaf, but if done right, I can rock with it. So what do I mean if done right? If it's more like on that aquatic nature of a violet leaf and an aquatic fragrance, then I'm sign me up. But if it's just a straight up violet leaf fragrance, let's see what we get though. Smells good in the air, but what I'm saying is it does smell good in the air. Oof, okay. So this one is bold, has a little bit of a darkness to it. Okay, so keeps its aquatic theme. That's been Acqua di Gio. It keeps the aquatic theme. You're getting this fresh green spicy texture here. Violet leaf for sure. Very prominent violet leaf. Greens, violet leaf, aquatic nature is what you're getting here. There's a density to this fragrance. It's a bit, I ain't gonna say smoky, but there's something in here that's giving like this masculine push, because like my beloved Profondo that is discontinued, that had that incense in there that was awesome in patchouli. There may be patchouli in this, but there's something in here that kind of gives it this kind of rugged feel, kind of like this ruggedness that I'm getting from it. So right off the rip, do I like this? Yes. 2, is it Acqua di Gio? Yes, it is, but it's a bit more denser. I'm picking up the green, fresh, spicy tones, picked up the violet or violet leaf that is in here. The aquatic nature is very present, has a density to it. This is gonna be great for the springtime. This is gonna be great for the summer. It'll remind you of the direction of Profumo, but it's not Profumo, because that incense patchouli takeover in the dry down. It could show up here. I mean, I'm just smelling it for the first few minutes, but in the mid and the dry down, that incense of patchouli really showed up in the Profumo. And I'm happy because getting that violet leaf in the air, initially I was a bit nervous because, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of what violet leaf does, but with how they spun it with the aquatic feel here, it's working. And that's, I can beyond tolerate violet leaf in that lane, and that's what we're getting. So let's go ahead and go to the nose. Let's see what we get with this Elixir from Giorgio Armani, the Acqua di Gio line. So, all right, so according to our friends over at Profumo, main accords, aquatic, fresh, green, leathery, and spicy, okay? Top notes, bergamot and nutmeg, okay? Heart, aquatic notes, violet leaf, absolute. In the base, patchouli and leather. So the leather it's not like, when I smell this, I'm like, oh, leather. But I think it's really blended well with that patchouli because I get more of a patchouli, earthy dirtiness as it starts to dry down, but it's not like a prominent leather off of my skin. Now, I'm a huge fan of nutmeg. What the nutmeg has to be doing here is just adding to the spices. You're not getting this sweet and spicy theme from the nutmeg here. And I would assume with the violet leaf and the aquatic nature here, the sweetness is not going to show up with the patchouli and the aquatic notes. Not to me. I'm not getting that sweet element that nutmeg can bring. So when they talk bergamot in the opening, that sparkly, aquatic feel, the bergamot is assisting with for sure. This definitely leans masculine. It's going to be wearable. People are going to smell this, especially, I'm going to say, gentlemen, like if you're in your mid 30s and up, you're going to appreciate this. If you're in your 30s, young 30s, lower 30s, and down, I don't know. This might be something for big bros, unks, pops, us, all right? Yeah, it's very masculine. It's very masculine. And like I said, the patchouli, the earthiness for the patchouli, and it's kind of like it's this dryness, and I'm assuming that's the leather. The leather is a bit dry. It still has its aquatic feel to it. The violet leaf in here is really starting to kind of tone down, which is a plus for me. I do like this. I'm not saying I'm in love with it, but I do like it. Is it full bottle worthy for me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure right now. I'm gonna have to wear this sample and really wear it out in the world and just kind of see how it plays, because I still have a bottle of of Profumo. I know it's discontinued, but I do have a bottle and I don't wear it often. So when I'm in the mood, I can just wear my Profumo. But I'm not sure just yet. But I do like this, just rating it out the chute. I'm gonna give it a 7.9 out of a 10. I'm gonna give it a 7.9 out of 10. Room for growth, room for a better rating, and 7.9 is not a bad rating. It's really, really good. But I think this is a very good release. The Elixir aspect of it is gonna bring the hype, I'm sure. But in my opinion, it's very masculine. This is not going to be mass appealing. I can appreciate that too. It has a different vibe with this fragrance. Reminding you of Acqua di Gio. When you smell this, you're going to smell and think of Acqua di Gio. Yes, you are. But like I said, the patchouli and the leather is starting to peek its head out a little bit more. Like I said, this video's been going on 9 minutes. I don't expect to get the full story of the fragrance in 9 minutes. But the leather is starting to make itself a little bit more clear to what, based off what I was saying earlier in the video, where I wasn't getting a distinctive leather push. I was getting a masculine, earthy, kind of like some rough edges of something that was coming off masculine. And now it's starting to be a little bit more defined and appears to be that leather getting itself together. Quality is good. You're getting really good designer quality here. And I can see this being a big hit for Father's Day. If your birthday is around like now in March, April, May, June, July, August, like I can see this being a big hit for people going to the store and and picking up this fragrance for their for that special man in their life, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we got down to the summer and this is one of the highest rated fragrances being sold in 2025. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. So again, I'm enjoying it. It is the leather. Wow, the leather is really starting to show up a bit more, which is good for me. The leather is starting to show up a bit more. So what I do like is the changes that it went through. That aquatic violet leaf opening that I was getting really starting to really hone in on that patchouli, that earthiness. That leather is coming off a bit dry. Yeah, a bit dry and really doing its thing with the patchouli. The violet leaf is sitting really behind the fragrance as it continues to settle down. But all in all, I'm gonna stand by my 7.9 out of a 10. I think it is definitely worth a sample, definitely worth getting your nose on. I don't think this is gonna be super mass appealing for my young boys out there, but it could be. Get your nose on, see for yourself. But if you're 35 and older, yeah, I could see you rocking out to this. And of course, I don't know what the performance is like because I'm just now getting to this. But if I had to guess, this seems to be it's going to be a very solid performer, especially for the upcoming spring and summer. And you're going to be able to do a lot with this. If you want to dress this up a little bit, you can. If you want to dress this up a little bit, you can. Like normal, not normal, but I guess most men probably wear their Acqua di Gios with a pair of shorts, a collar, button down, maybe some nice tennis shoes, some nice sneakers, a nice pair of slides. Just depends on what your vibe is. Some shades. It's warmer out. You're kind of moving around with your family, moving around with your lady, hanging out with the boys. This could be a couple sprays of the Elixir. You're just kind of going out doing your thing. I could definitely see that. But if you were going out and you want to put on a nice pair of slacks, sports coat, button down, something of that nature, this could go too because of what it's starting to dry down to. Get a bit of a classy feel with how this leather and this patchouli hasn't really integrated itself with that violet leaf and aquatic nature. It's good stuff. 7.9 out of 10 with room for improvement. I mean, room for growth in the score, depending on how my first full wearing is. So, from the house of Giorgio Armani, of course, we have Acqua di Gio, the Elixir sample here from my local dealers. And shout out to my good friend, Miss Heather, for showing love and allowing me to get my hands on this and experience it and bring it to y'all and have a conversation. All right. So, how many of y'all are interested in the new Acqua di Gio Elixir? How many of you are like, nah, I'm good? How many of you are interested? Have you smelled it? Have you tried it? Will you try it? Let me know down below in the comments. I think official price point, I think these only come in, don't quote me, but I think they come in like a 60 ml or 65 ml, some weird ml that it comes in. I think retail price is like $180, I believe, $200. So very pricey for the amount of juice that you get. Very pricey. I have seen the bottles. Very nice bottle, but it is not 100 ml. It is not. I know that's going to play a part in the people wanting to probably purchase the fragrance. I don't know if it's going to be on discounters at any time soon, but that could be your way as well. But yeah, it is pretty expensive for what you get. But all in all, I think it's a very, very solid fragrance, good fragrance, and looking forward to seeing where where the full wearing gets me. All right, and I'll report back to y'all, or you'll see the full bottle or not. It just depends on what happens. All right, so let me know down below in the comments what are your thoughts on the recently new release Acqua di Gio Elixir from the house of Giorgio Armani. All right, appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for the love and support. I don't take it for granted. It's always positive energy. It's always positive vibes. It's always positive energy. It's always positive vibes. That's where we at. All right, so until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Peace, y'all. And as always, splack it up, splack it out, splack it that thing all around. All right, and remember, what you put out to this world, that's exactly what you're going to get back. Peace, man.